Welcome to the weekly Oracle Wisdom. My name is Natalie, and we are going to have a look at what the Oracle cards have to tell us for the energies for the week ahead. So I hope everybody is having a great beginning to your week, and I hope that you all had a wonderful weekend. If you haven't already, we're halfway through the month, or we're sort of hitting that halfway point. Yes, I'm just checking my dates. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out the monthly Oracle Wisdom. If you have watched it, go back and rewatch your messages to see if that's how your month is actually playing out and if those messages are hitting. And maybe if you go back, you might feel a pull towards a different crystal because maybe there's a different message in there for you. And of course, make sure you go and check out the daily readings, which drop every day at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And I've designed them so that they are for your next 24 hours from when you watch them. Okay, so when you see it, that's what's ahead for you. All right, so we are starting with the Clarifying Life Situations Oracle, which is a MahrukhX deck. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I want 2 more. So 1 more. Oh, okay, that one. All right, so we start off with explore options, explore new opportunities and look into other options that you may not have noticed before. Choices, opportunities, and refocus. Then we have community. Good time to make new connections. The universe may send some beneficial alliances your way. Friends, your tribe, and socializing. Rebuilding, reevaluate your life and adjust. To thrive in your new circumstances, focus on what you can control. Reinvent, revise, and fixing. Alchemy, the path you're on is about to go through a very powerful transformation. Transformation, changing, and shift. Okay, then we have magnetism. A magnetic force surrounds you. You're being given the power to manifest your dreams into reality. Drawing, persuasion, and power. And then finally, we have gateway of gifts. Keep going what you're doing, and your good will come back to you tenfold. Generosity, windfall, and trade-off. Oh, keep doing what you're doing. Sorry. Clearly, I need my glasses on today. Okay, so I think that the first thing about this week is that there's going to be change. Whether you like it or not, there is going to be change. And I get that from the explore options, the rebuilding, the alchemy. I think this is a week where, so first of all, if we start with the explore options, clearly there is a path that you're on. And I think that the path is probably the right one. Maybe you may hit a point where you go, okay, I need to look at other options in terms of, do I need to go down a different path? Do I need to look at the other opportunities that exist? But if you are choosing to stay on your current path, that's fine. But I think you still need to look at options as to how you're getting to where you're going. So often we have a very fixed view of how we need to achieve a goal, how we need to get to the next place or the next milestone to reach our goal. And frequently, only when we're forced to by the universe do we recognize that, you know, we can get there, but maybe the journey looks a little different to what we had anticipated. So be open to the new opportunities that will present themselves, or maybe that will sort of come across your mind. And I think that it's a good time to actively go and explore what other options and avenues you may have in that regard. community, friends, connections, even if they are work colleagues, I think that these people are going to play a part in whatever is going on for you this week. And I think that it's a great week. I mean, we're in Leo season and we're coming into eclipse season. I think that this is a good time to go out and actually make new connections. So if you get invites to different events, say yes. You may go and it may lead to nothing, but you could go and maybe the event's a bust, but you meet somebody worth knowing. When I first moved here, I was working with somebody on a charity thing and he got us on this small talk show. That led to me meeting someone that is one of my biggest supporters that exists. And when I didn't really know people, we would go out and we would network and we would do all these different things. And the reason this all came about was I said yes to working on this, this charity thing, which unfortunately never really amounted to much. But what it did do was it gave me the connection to this individual. Then from going on this little talk show to talk about what it was we were doing, I got an invitation to an art show the next night. And I said, yep, sure, great, would love to come. Went, the artwork was phenomenal. It was photography, wildlife photography, amazing. But I connected with this person that, like I said, became one of my biggest cheerleaders. And so this is why you have to say yes to these opportunities. You don't know what's going to happen. And sometimes, yeah, you go and it's not the greatest, but you've got a story, you had an experience, you got up and you signaled to the universe that I'm ready to get out there and make these connections. So just make sure that you're utilizing your network in the best possible way for you, because it's going to serve you well. Then we have the rebuilding card. Reevaluate your life and adjust to thrive in your new circumstances. Focus on what you can control. And it's reinvent, revise, and fixing. So this is why I think, and then we obviously have the alchemy card, but this is where I say that there is going to be change. So this is about reworking what you've been working on. So you might have to get creative in how you're going to get to the final destination. And sometimes when we hit a hurdle or a brick wall, we sit there and go, that's it, it's done, there's nothing I can do. But the universe is telling you that there is a way, but you need to revise how you're doing it. And this is why I always talk about when we're building things or when things are taking time, we have to make sure that we have a solid foundation. And the reason we have to have that solid foundation is because if we need to rebuild, we need to have that solid foundation to build upon. And that is key. So just, if you do need to rejig how you're doing things, don't let it destroy you. Take it as a sign that, okay, the path I'm on isn't getting me to where I need to go. So this is just helping me get there. And the alchemy card is telling you that there are going to be changes. The path that you're on is about to go through a very powerful transformation, transition, changing, shift. So you're going to make the changes. And then the next card after that is the magnetism card. It's all about manifestation. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Talking with my hands is making the camera go out of focus. But so by undergoing this change and by manifesting and creating the vision that you want, you're going to be able to get there. It's just, it's up to you. If you throw your hands up in the air and give up, well, then that's it. There's nothing else to do. Whereas if you sit there and go, okay, I need to think about this, and we hear about out of the box thinking, this is where you can't let other people get in your head. If you can see a way through, create it. You're in a powerful moment of manifestation. And so you have to create what you want. And then the final card from here is the gateway of gifts. Keep doing what you're doing, and your goodwill will come back to you tenfold. Generosity, windfall, and trade-off. And to me, this card is two things. In the circumstances of this reading, if we take it in just sort of card by card, this is the gift being given to you. So you're being told that you've got this magnetic energy surrounding you for you to create what it is you want. And to me, this is the gift being given to you. The other side of this is that we always get back from the universe what we put out. So if we're putting out gratitude, you get gratitude back. So just be mindful of what it is you're creating. And then the other thing is, if you are asked to help with somebody, maybe assist them if you can, and just know that that help will come back to you tenfold. Your community will come out and support you. They always do. So I feel like it's a really positive week. You might need to adjust your sails a little bit and shift how you're approaching whatever it is you're sort of dealing with. The astrology has just been so much, and I've been saying this in so many of the readings, that everybody's kind of struggling in their own ways. And I'll double down on that and say that today, as I'm filming this reading, I have been speaking to different people that, again, are all struggling in their own way. And so we're all working on different things. We're all facing different challenges. But the reality is, you can create whatever you want from this moment. So make sure you're staying in the right headspace to be able to do exactly that. So now we're moving on to the Spirit Animal Oracle, which is a Colette Baron-Reid deck. And so the first card out is Ant Spirit, Time to Collaborate. So this goes back to our community card. This is a week where we are meant to be around other people. We are meant to be giving to people so that we can get back. So this is a week where we have to sort of be out in the world, and we have to be of that community mind, essentially. We have to be part of the team. And that doesn't mean everything that we do has to be about everyone. What I'm saying is, this isn't a week to be completely self-absorbed and self-focused. It is a week where we need to be out there socializing, taking part in things, and you're going to get that energy back. It's going to serve you. Then we have Turtle Spirit, Slow and Steady Wins a Race. So with these changes that you're making, don't expect miracles and the conclusion to happen overnight. This may take time, but understand that these changes that you implement in the long term are going to change the trajectory that you are on. So just know that this isn't going to be a lightning moment where the lightning strikes and everything changes in that moment. This is, okay, we have to reevaluate. We have to sort of pivot how I'm moving through this. And then everything will start to shift. So just go with it. And then we have the Hummingbird Spirit. Be here now. Don't get lost in all the drama of the hurdles that are presented, the challenges that may come up, or the shifts that you're making. Make sure that you are able to stay present, be in the moment, and enjoy the moments with your community. If you're going out and doing something social, enjoy it. Be present. Don't be sitting there waiting for the next thing to happen, or lost in your thoughts about everything that's maybe challenging at the moment. Enjoy the people you're around. Just enjoy. Okay, so then we're finishing up with the Divine Masters Oracle. I felt like we needed guidance from those higher beings. Here's the thing. When we are forced to pivot and change our approach, I keep getting visions of when I was prepping a house for sale and I had started doing everything on my own. I refused to ask for help because I'm stubborn like that. I think I can help everybody and then do everything on my own. I hit a point where people had sort of said, oh, I'm going to come and help and I want to paint with you and I want to do this and I want to do that. And then people just wouldn't show up. And I wouldn't say I need help. I would just go, okay. And then I tried to figure it out. And I got several rooms in my house painted and I apparently did a good job, but I just couldn't do the rest. There were parts of the ceiling and walls that I just couldn't reach. It didn't matter how tall my ladder was. And I couldn't move any more furniture on my own. I had moved every bit of furniture and painted every sort of wall that I could reach, but I was stuck. And then a girlfriend came around and she said, how can I help you? And I sat there crying. I said, there's nothing I can do. I've bitten off more than I can chew. And she went, no, we're going to fix this. I was like, I can't. And she sat there with me and she made a plan. And we talked about what I could afford, what I couldn't afford, what was feasible. And very quickly, we had a new plan. We got that sort of ready to execute. And for the next 2 months, this woman came over every weekend and helped me. I could not have done what I did without her, but it was her coming in and going, right, we just need to pivot. We can do all of this. We just can't do it the way you've been doing it. You've done a great job. You've done everything you can, but now we need to move over here. I got the desired result. I got the price on the house that I was happy with. It wasn't a great figure. I was selling at a really bad time, but I got the outcome that I needed. I manifested everything that was there. Couldn't have done it without her. She's still one of my best friends in the whole world. And all I needed was to explore the different options that were available to me. Okay, I was pulling one card, but we have 3. Okay, so the first card out is the Divine Director. Trust the process. Create space for divine order to unfold. So this is, to me, this is confirming everything that I was just talking about. I didn't know why I was getting visions of that house, but this is about how things are meant to unfold, and we have to trust that it happens as it's meant to. We have lessons that we need to learn, so hence the challenges that come up. We need to face those challenges in order to learn what we need to learn and be able to move forward. And sometimes the challenge is being able to ask for help. Sometimes the challenge is recognizing where our shortcomings are so that we are able to develop and grow in that area. And there are some things that we're just never going to be good at. And that's also okay. We have to just go, all right, well, that's fine. And sort of learn what our strengths and our weaknesses are so that moving forward, we're able to put better plans into place and plan things out in a much better way. Then we have Soap Debt. Cosmic power, unlimited potential, sacred mission, initiation. You are so much more powerful than you even realize. And I feel like this week, and with the manifestation and the alchemy and the change that you're going to create, is going to give you a sign or an indication of how incredibly powerful you are and how much unlimited potential you actually have. And once we start tapping into that and understanding the power that we have within us, and each of us have it, it's a matter of whether we trust it, whether we tap into it, and where we go from there. So I think this is a really powerful week. These are powerful, powerful lessons that you are learning, which are going to serve you as you move forward. And then we have Hanuman, devoted warrior. Let God's love hold you in strength. So trust that you have the strength within you. It is divinely given to you, and you are protected as you are navigating this path forward. I feel like this is actually a great week. I realize that when we hit these challenges, when we hit these hurdles, it can be incredibly confronting, and it doesn't always feel like it's positive. But I think that what comes out of this is a really great thing. The redirection is going to be exactly what we need. The realization of the power that you have in terms of what you're able to manifest is incredible. Learning the infinite power and connection that you have is going to serve you for the rest of your life here on earth. So just, there is a certain amount of surrender while being proactive in how you proceed. So it's going to be a week of a little push and pull. Make sure that when you are at these more social events that you enjoy them. You know, just kick back and enjoy the company of these other people. Enjoy the downtime where you're not battling whatever it is that has been challenging you for the last few weeks, or that may have just popped up this week. I think that it's those moments with community, with friends, with family that are going to sort of fuel you to be able to step back into, okay, how do I approach this? Life is actually really good. I've got all of these incredible people. I've had these great experiences. I just had this wonderful, you know, catch up or event that I went to. And yeah, I just need to keep going. So I hope this reading resonates with some of you, if not all of you. As I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Not every reading is for every person. And make sure you check out my dailies. I will see you for the next one.